Let's see now. Hello, hello, everyone. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Well, let's see if we are back.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm going to do this. Oops. Okay. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. That was awesome. That was an awesome activity. So, question for you guys: how many of you use Restream? I have a question for you. Let's see how many of you use Stream. Yay! Hi, Jay. The poll, yes, back. Yes, we're back. We are back.
YouTube was like, "Where did you go? We will be back." They don't know. They don't know the morning struggle.
Oh, okay.
And they missed out on the. We didn't get to give the intro for them.
Listen, we can do the intro again, real quick, because that's what you guys can do. This is an Ecamm live beta that we're. What's that?
I say I feel bad for the YouTube crew.
I know you were pulling for them. I was like, let's reboot it. And Fulgence is like, but this is a question and answer session. Okay, so this was we had a timer, and then this is what first the first scene was this. And then we went here. So that's what we did, and we did it with automated scenes inside of Ecamm. The only thing here, right, is like you gotta play DJ, right? You gotta play DJ because you actually have to start the song, which is cool though, because then you can click the songs that you want, and then you can have fun triggering the scenes inside the automated folder. Because then if you click a scene that you want it to last longer because of a music beat, right? Then you can just hold it there, and then you can click again on the automated folder. Nerdy stuff, you guys, but it's so much fun. It is a lot of fun. So, you know what we should have done also, Fulgence? We should have had a screen of just you, and then just me, and then the two of us to like do more looping on the whole time. Yeah.
You could build it.
Yeah. I guess this is, then we can build the blocks. Like next time we can do it. But okay, so since we had the technical difficulties and we actually have to be done today exactly at 10 o'clock, Fulgence, let's go right into, we had two questions from you guys. So one was about widgets, which are actually not widgets, but they're known for widgets because of it's a timer and the weather and things like that. And then the second one is transitions inside of Ecamm. So you have one scene, and then you have multiple, you can switch your scenes with staying in that same scene. And that's what Fulgence is gonna go over now and show you guys. So Fulgence, you're ready?
Oh, I'm up first? Okay.
Yeah, I already showed my thing. The widgets is, to me, the widgets is super simple. So if you want me to go first, I can go first.
Yeah, that was the first one, and the second one was actually somebody set a feature request in the Ecamm Live beta community, and they were showing it wasn't Ecamm, it was some other software that they were using, but they were transitioning between one camera to a camera and a screen share. right? And they were switching back and forth, but they want to know how they can be done in a scene, in one scene. It's I think in my opinion, like it's easier to just create two scenes and do it, but we know how to do it in one scene.
Right.
So we'll show you how to do that. So take it
Right.
away. Do the widget. The
Do the
widgets.
widget thing. Okay, so let me.
Right.
And you know, it's
And as as Jay is saying, show us that ENN ticker. So that's what we're meaning. Like, when we usually have the ENN tickers, we have like we're showing the weather, we're showing the time. So that's what we're referring to as widgets, but they're actually overlays in Ecamm.
right. Exactly. I'm just here rearranging. It is so the MacBook Pro M1, you guys. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it, but like I'm getting used to the screen. I'm getting used to the screen and the mouse, and because I love the mouse pad. But anyway, okay. So here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go into live demo mode, right? So the widgets are actually emojis, you guys, right? The widgets are emojis, and then we have the timer. All right, so those are basically what it is. So what we do is we create a new overlay, or it doesn't even have to be an overlay, but if you want it to have a border at the bottom, we create the border at the bottom, right? But basically you go to the text overlay by Command N, right? And then you see the, oh my gosh, I don't have the zoom here. Then you will see the emoji here, and then you're just going to click on that, and then in here you can select the weather. So you're just going to type weather.
As in whether or not, or whether it's that.
I know, right? So in here you can select what it is. So for example, for ENN, we did this a while back, but it was more elaborate. But for ENN, we had the weather for Hawaii to represent Doc, and then we had the weather for Massachusetts to represent Ecamm headquarters, and then we had the weather from New Jersey for Fulgence, and then the weather for Central New York for me, right? So you can do all of that on one at the bottom on your ticker if you wanted to, right? For this purpose, we're going to select it is beautiful and sunny over here. So we're going to select the sun, and we are going to take the effect off. That's for me, my personal preference. And we're going to have this here. And again, you can add it on a ticker if you wanted to. So we're going to have the weather here. Now let's go for the time, right? So the time again is under the countdown over here. So what you're going to do is select clock. All right, there it is. And then you take I will take that. You can select the font that you will like the time to look like. All right, here we go. I'm going to go with this one. It's nice and thick. Here we go. And then you had it there. So you can do this. Fulgence, I'm doing this with the trackpad, man, and this is interesting. Mm-hmm. All right, and then we're gonna add the bar. So for that, we're gonna want the background, right? And then I'm gonna take the effect off, and I'm just gonna name it widget bar. I'm going to bring the font size a little bit smaller because I want the bar to be small. And then I'm going to lower the opacity on the text because I just want a plain text box. I'm going to do it like that. And then we're just going to click add. There we go. And something that we always say is just add it in a folder. I'm not adding it in a folder right now. I should be doing this. So now we just arrange it. So I'm going to put the widget bar down here. And the sun is going to be, and then now we just do the temperature. So what's the temperature, Fulgence Henry?
Your temperature is...
My temperature is
21 degrees.
Jesus, mother of God.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to take the background off. And again, it's transparent because that's the last thing that we did. So I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to put it blue or whatever color you guys want. And then the degree, I'm going to do option
0.
And then I'm going to bring the opacity back up again. And move it to blue.
Which is like Tempest hot.
Okay, 21 and sunny. But let me make all of this blue.
Black. Oh, blue.
Black? Okay.
Blue. Oh, no. I can't. I'm seeing black on my end over here. It
You're
looks
seeing
black.
black.
Now I
blue?
see. Now I see blue. The blue actually looks nice.
Oh, well, I already changed the black. We have the delay happening right here. So
Color delay.
okay, so we can do sunny and 21 or 21 and sunny, however it is. And then we can add actually that font looks a little bit too thick. Let me go to
regular,
yes. There we go. Fulgence, where do you want the sun? The sunny and 21, and then the weather. And then something else that we do to separate it, we add a dash to it. So we can do the dash here. I'm going to lower the font. Where do you go?
Yeah.
Where is
And then it's up to you as the designer, right? You can do it that way separately as Anna's doing it, or
right.
you can type it all on one
all
line.
on one.
You can type the temperature, then the option 0, and then the weather widget, or put the weather widget in the front, which looks cool also. And the lines, and the dashes and all that stuff
all in one, because it's the scrolling ticker, right? So we can do it like that.
Right.
Yeah, so you can do it like for me, because I want to have a little bit more control over it. But this is basically how it is. A quick, right? A quick rundown of how the scrolling ticker works. And then, the widget, just the widgets. The scrolling ticker, then you will design it just like Fulgence said. You will go in. You will go in here, and then you will select, instead of being fixed position, you will select scrolling ticker. And then from there, all of it will scroll down. Like for me, I would want it just to stay static, which sometimes is you just can have it like this and then add the scrolling ticker.
Right. That's what I mean. But I'm referring to when you're typing out your weather widget, you can open up the text overlay interface and type 21 option 0 and the sun emoji all in one, as opposed to doing the sun emoji and the 21 separately. So it's up to the
got
designer.
you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that gives less layers too. So
right. And then now, for example, you see how this white rectangle is placed on the screen right now in front of Anna, and with elements there, you could have your scrolling ticker pass through and then pass underneath it, to give that masking effect.
There we go. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, that's scrolling ticker right there, and then we're gonna lower.
That should work. We'll just shrink it.
Okay, and we're gonna have it white, and then that's the shrinking.
You got to get the real trackpad.
You know what? I'm telling you, it's work in progress, right? I mean, I got the M1. I got the M1, so whatever. Okay. All right, so that's so now you have that. So now the scrolling ticker, when you go back here and you add Fulgence, right? Fulgence widget bar.
Yeah, you should go underneath.
And then
Hurry,
you
hurry,
can lower
hurry, hurry,
down.
hurry, hurry, go, 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 go. There you go.
All right, so
And yeah, it
right,
just needs some
gotta
adjustment.
adjust it. Yeah. So that's basically it. And then on the other end, you guys can have a mask, and that's just creating a small rectangle or however color. You can even make it yellow. So let's try that real quick, and then just make it yellow, and then we're just gonna name this mask. What is it? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, or M1, M2. Yeah. M for mask.
Maskrat, I said. All right, so that's the right. And then I'm gonna lower the opacity in here, and then I'm gonna make it smaller. Maybe like this. And I'm gonna make it yellow.
And what?
He. Make it a little bit bigger. Right here. Why are you laughing at Fulgence Henry? Okay, so there it is. A cute little thing. A cute little, let me get out of here so that we can see. And then you can make it as fancy as you want. Now you can add a line underneath it, underneath the scrolling ticker, to give it more depth and to give it a, so instead of having the edges yellow, and you can still have the edge yellow on each end if you wanted to, or just add the a rectangle, a bar, a line underneath it, or just make the scrolling ticker and have a border, a different color border. So you just get creative with that.
Right. And then, of course, you can add the mask on the left side because you're going to
It's
see
white
photos with
though.
your
You
bar.
can still see
Yeah.
it.
Pass,
Okay,
and
I'm not
then
even
know when
there.
it passes through, and then there you go.
Oh, I
Boom.
got
See
you.
it like
Oh,
that.
so
That's
or
it.
you just have to. I just have to move this whole thing over to the side, or add the yellow. Right.
Yep.
Let me see what
Yep.
happens. I think adding the yellow might be better because
Yeah. And it just there's a few more tweaks that can be done to it and stuff like that. But I believe the fam, they understand. They see the vision.
there it is. The two. Yeah, you can make it smaller. You can make the bar smaller and things like that. But you guys play with it on how it is. Yeah, because we're just doing this, and I'm trying to design on this mouse trackpad. You guys.
You should start connecting your regular your glass mouse to that.
I know. I should.
Yeah.
I should do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but that looks good, and you can have different colors if you wanted to,
Yep.
and you can have yes.
Outline it, add something underneath like you mentioned, and all that good stuff.
I'm like trying to get, and I'm trying to get
You're
the
nudging. You're nudging.
yeah. I'm trying to nudge it, but you know what? But yes, fam, you get the
the vision.
yes.
The
So
vision.
G Albert, if the weather changes this afternoon to snow, you do know how to change it, right? So you just go double click on the weather and change it, right? And then you can also have, for example, the different cities' weathers right there. So you see where you have Fulgence, but this will be static, right? So that's what I was trying to do first. Just have a static and have like CNY, this is the weather. New Jersey, this is the weather. And that's what I wanted to do first, but then, we just turned to scrolling ticker. So yeah.
Yeah. And then Johnny, the bar can be an inch bigger because the fulgence is like you could still see it underneath, but it could be a nudging thing too. It could nudge.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but it's just this.
Yeah. I think the white bar.
Yeah.
No, not that one. The one where
With the
widget
weather.
is on there. The weather isn't. Mm-hmm. The white bar itself. I think you would probably have to hide the timer, hide the thing. So you
Wait
could
a
just manipulate.
second. I think it just happened.
And then Johnny, it could be like maybe
Almost.
increasing the margin a little bit more in the text overlay panel.
all of that. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, yeah, that's why I designed before, but then Fulgen's just like, you have to design live. I'm like, I designed behind the scenes, and then I just show you guys, this is how it's done. Just like
Right.
I designed the waiting screen, and then I show you this is how it's done. But designing on the fly, especially with this mouse thing,
Yeah. I mean, because you're used to designing with the glass mouse, so it's the trackpad takes some getting used to.
it does.
But
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, because it's like you're moving stuff. Stop
I
moving.
am. I'm like, I'm trying to do it, and then it just like, but
You know the thing about the scrolling ticker, and especially when you're adding so much detail to that, it does take a lot of finesse. It takes some finesse, but then once it's all done, said and done, you're good to go. And then like you got no one to sing your OCD now, your OCD side.
who?
What's up, Dr. Elo? Johnny said this is your OCD. You want it to be perfect.
Johnny, just for you guys, because you guys are like, oh, I can still see it.
I know. It can be bothersome. But there you go. You can't see anything now. You can't see anything. Tweaking, Rich. Tweaking.
Yeah. So anyway, so the time will be, just smaller, and in a real and behind the scenes world, I will have that time smaller, and I will have lines in it. But this is basically how we designed the scrolling ticker and added there. I like scrolling tickers, but I find it that it's really hard to read. Even on TV, the only time that I will stop to read the scrolling ticker would be if I was looking if there were school closings. And this was way back when. And I would just be there like, okay, waiting for the school closing. But other than that, it's
all
like
for
it looks good. But for me,
detail.
I'd rather have it static, the bar at the bottom static with the information that I want to provide, so that it's just static there. But scrolling tickers, I have to admit, look really cool. They just
It's all in the detail. Yeah, people appreciate the detail, and I know, like, when you're watching a stream, whether it's ENN or something else, and you see somebody took the time to add detail in the scrolling ticker, I'm gonna take my time to like look and see what they added in there. Like Marcus. I'm not gonna pronounce Marcus's last name, but who does stocks? His scrolling ticker is so detailed with the
It
stock
is.
information and like the triangles.
And
To
that's
show
something
like the
that and that's
stock
something
up or
that it
down.
is,
Oh my god.
yeah. For that, because he does stock, right? That's something that is good, because people will be like, oh my gosh, right? I want to know what the stock is like and what it's doing right now
Oh
on real
yeah,
time.
so detailed.
So yeah. Okay. So I did.
What happened?
You're talking, and I'm just like trying to do some things here, you guys. Just like because people are like,
Oh
oh, the
god,
weather.
what happened?
I'm just trying to like check it out here, do things, but wait, but I need to turn this off. I need to turn this off for a minute. Okay. So I just did it together for Fulgence, Henry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just did that, and then like I'm gonna add the timer now. So that's
You know,
how. And then also someone reported that the temperature was 20 degrees now. So so that's as easy as you could do
Right.
it. So it's like, okay, 20 degrees. It just changed. And this is how also you can key in if it is a game, right? If you're at a game, you can key it in like that.
Right. Right. So yeah, and then and then going back to what we said earlier, maybe it's better to have as much as you can on one, as one text overlay, the weather, the option 0, the degree symbol, the emoji, and all those things like that. This way, it's less things to move around and nudge around.
Yeah.
And
And
tweak.
the thing with that is like if you just make it all in one, and you wanted to make a change to a specific element, it will move everything, right? Because everything is in one. So if you have it separately, you will have more flexibility and control of doing that. But Fulgence likes doing it, and I do agree that having less is a little, you have less to worry about when it comes to organization.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so Fulgence, we have what's the time? I'm gonna put you in
9:41.
full screen.
It's
Yeah, I'm
Apple-
gonna put you in full
Apple time.
screen now, because
All
we
right.
have some stuff, and we have no questions about this, right?
No, everyone likes it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right. So somebody asked in the beta community about creating transitions in one scene, right? So right now, for the sake of this tutorial, I have two scenes right now. This is my default scene with just one camera, right? But now I'm going to go to a scene that's called transitions. And in that scene, in this scene, I'm gonna show you in a moment. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folders, and these folders are now as your scenes within this one scene, right? And you could build as much as you want, because now, especially with the new Ecamm Live beta, you have cameras flying in, you have animations, you have like that. You could add animations um, to PNGs and images and all that stuff. So it just makes this thing so smooth, right? So once again, this is my default scene. This is just, just to start off the tutorial. And now I'm going to go into what's called the transitions scene, right? And this is a scene with multiple folders in it. As Victor mentioned, he did a 4-in-1. You could have 10-in-1, for example, right? So let's go to it right now. Transitions, right? You saw that yellow? The yellow was showing all background. So now everything you're seeing now is showing in the current scene. So this is my scene 1, which is at the very bottom, right? So it says scene 1 is at the very bottom. Now I'm going to toggle scene 2, which is at the top, which is going to bring in a screen share. Right? So now if you see the screen share is showing the overlays panel and exactly what I mentioned, right? So I had scene 1 first, right? So that was that was on, and then all the other eyeballs are turned off, right? So I just toggled scene 2, which is this scene here, which is the screen share, right? So now we're doing a presentation and we're talking, hi, let's show the screen. Hey, let's zoom in on the screen. Boom. Right? So now you have a close-up of the screen share, right? And now let's toggle back and forth. And of course, if you have a stream deck, it makes this easier, right? So let's toggle that. I'm coming back here, show my face. Oh, you don't want to see my face? All right, let's go back here. All right. Yeah, let's go with the screen share. Yada. All right. Hey, I feel like showing my face again. Let me hide this and come back here. Right. So now you want to, build your show accordingly to show what you want to show. And then now you want to close it. Right. Let's go back to the original scene with me on camera, which is going to be the closer. Right. So we added another layer on top of that to come back to this scene. Right. So now we're here, and then you could add whatever you want. Now you could add a lower third, right? Hey, like and subscribe, right? And then close it off with thanks for watching, right? So you're building your entire show inside of one scene. And let me go back to here. Let's come back to the scene. That's it. That's it.
Pretty good, mister. Pretty good. Questions, everybody. Questions. I wonder if I was like, okay, is Walter here? But Walter's not here. And then I cannot pronounce his name right now. The person who asked for the feature.
We'd have to go back in the community to see. Hold on. I think I took a screenshot of that. Hold on a second. Yes, Johnny, that is a beta. That's on the beta. I mean, technically you can still do it on native. It's just that you won't have as many transitions. You won't have the camera transitions, and you won't be able to add animations to like the PNG. If you want to bring in a PNG background, have it flying in like we just showed you, everything will just stay static, except for the things that you could add animations to, like text and stuff.
Yeah, but the organization and creating the folders and the overlay and things like that, that's there on the regular version. So you will be able to do that as well if you wanted to. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And having this scene, or and you can even have, main scenes and then have all the overlays under it organized, and your scenes panel is not going to look crowded.
Yeah. Paul just asked a very good question, right? What is the advantage of doing it all in one scene instead of doing in different scenes? Paul, this was because there was some talk going on in that post, right? That, they want to know can this be done in Ecamm, right? It's not going to be done the same exact way because, they were using some other software to do like this fancy transition. but it can be done because they want to know how can it be done in one scene. And this is exactly how, right? You have to basically create these different overlay folders and just basically build your show in one scene. But us, like, it doesn't matter. Like, to create the shows and using the different scenes, you could do all that with the scene and more, because now you could add Ecamm's transitions to it, which would make it even look smoother. So
Yeah, and for
it's
me,
all
one of the
personal.
advantages of doing that is having less scenes and having the scenes panel less crowded. That would be
Paul
like,
forgot the cue.
oh snap! Oh, you know what? Paul, you're excused.
Can you? Jay asks, can you show us inside one of the scene folders?
That's a great
So
question, Jay. Because I was gonna mention, I was gonna suggest for Fulgence to add that.
let's go back. Okay, so it starts here, right? Because we didn't hide anything. So let me hide, 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 right? So that's the entire show. So it starts off with scene 1, which is at the bottom, and then scene 2, right? But I'm not gonna show it here. Let's go to scene 3, because scene 3 has a zoom in of the share screen, right? So let's show you here. So if you look, let's show scene 1. Scene 1 has these, like, the lower third design, the camera, and a background, right? The background is in beta, so you could add an animation to have it fly in, right? The camera is in beta, so you could add an animation to fly in. And of course, text overlays already have fly in animations, right? And then scene 2 is the share the screen, lower third, the camera, the screen share overlay, and the background, right? And they're all flying in. Scene 3, which we're in right now, scene 3 is screen share, overlay, and this yellow JPEG image that you see here. Both are flying in, right? And then closer is basically a duplicate of the first scene 1, right? So look, this is closer, and everything flying in, right? And then we have a like and subscribe. Since like and subscribe is on the top, we can actually toggle it right now, right? So like and subscribe will fly in, right? Remember to like and subscribe, right? And then, let's hide that back. All right. And then it's easier to do this on the Stream Deck, because you're able to, like, you don't have to click and look on the screen. Thanks for watching is the last one, right? So thanks for watching is just thanks for watching and a JPEG, right? So let's toggle that, and they both fly in together. Okay. And that is that. And I'm going to go back to default scene, show my face.
Yeah, that's good, and a lot of people are liking the organization of the scenes, and it makes
Thank you,
such
Elaine.
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes such a difference to have everything organized.
Paul is on timeout.
I'm over here playing with the ticker as you do, and then you see when you guys are not watching, I'm like doing things over here, like yeah.
G. Albert has a good question. Why bottom up? Because Albert, it's not gonna work from top to bottom, right? You need to start from the bottom, as the song says, right? And then because the other overlays are on top of it, so you're revealing overlays on top, right? So because each one will take priority over the one that's on the bottom. If you start from the bottom and you're toggling the ones underneath that one, right? If you start from the top and you're toggling the ones underneath, it's not going to show. It needs to be over. That's why they're overlays, right? So you're toggling the layers that are over the one from the previous. Just always remember that, because because if you think that, let's say you're in scene 2 and then you toggle back scene 1, which is underneath it, it's not going to show. You need to hide scene 2 to reveal scene 1, which is underneath. Yes, pulling back layers. Oh, you over here updating the.
Do you think, my guy? I'm over here just chilling it.
Oh, you tightened it.
Yeah, man. I'm over here just chilling it out. I'm like,
Yeah,
what I
yes,
was trying to do
Carlos.
is duplicate it. I was trying to duplicate the whole thing and then just add 2 scrolling ticker. But also you can change, and this is something that we're trying to finesse, right? To do the automated scenes, automated scrolling ticker overlays, right? So it will change as you go through automatically, just like in the news, right? So you can do different things. But to me, it's like the scrolling ticker just goes so fast. But yeah, this looks cute now.
That looks great. That
I'll
looks
just
great.
and you can
That's
add,
funny.
yeah, and you can add circles if you wanted to. Like you can do, I'm gonna do this right now. What time is it? It's 9:52. All right. So
Yeah, you got time.
wait, does anyone have any more questions regarding the scenes or the scrolling ticker?
We answered the questions, but those are all good questions.
I
Yeah.
duplicated this thing. Well,
You
just
see,
you can
like,
continue.
so when you duplicated it, right? It kind of like jumbled everything together. Is that what happened?
A little bit, yeah. So I'm trying to fix it back here. So and see, yeah.
Thank you, Johnny. Samantha loves it.
So I will now make the second one a scrolling ticker. I'll probably just leave it fixed position and see what happens. And you can have different things if you wanted to. But look at, like, I made it fixed position and homeboy just went straight small.
Oh yeah, collapsing it.
You see, this is why we're finessing it.
That's gonna be the name of the new show, Designing with Anna on the Fly.
I'm telling you, but now, yeah. So now there it is. So it looks cute. It looks super awesome. You can put any of them.
And then you could add the clock separately.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me add the clock again because the clock is there. I just took it off. And then
Oh, it's linked.
it's just in it because it's linked. It's linked. You see, like now you like put me on the spot again, and I'm like, so Fulton, do you have anything else to talk about?
No, we're good. They're looking at the perfection of the ticker. Look at that. Jay's like, Anna's like a proud mother right now.
Exactly, right? Thank you so much. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe make the time a little smaller.
That's what, yeah, I'm trying to do that.
But it's looking good.
Oh, this is so tiny. It's so cute.
Johnny asked, what is the secret to make your guests look great? You know, that's a show. Johnny, like we should all just put that together. Let's put a show together on that. Making your guests look great on interview.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, like, they want to look great, and some of our for example, for my show, Officially Unofficial, I was like, if you, yes, great, you're gonna come to my show. These are, so for example, you go into a party, you go in to join a group or whatever it is, they have to follow certain rules, and if they're not gonna follow them, then it's just like it's an agreement. If they're not going to agree, then it's not a good fit. Yeah. So for if I get one customer going like, well, why do I have to have headphones? So why do I have to have this? Great, that's a great question. I explain it. But if they continue to challenge that, I will, with all greatness and whatever, I was like, okay, you know what? This is like not gonna work out. Thankfully, that only happened to me once. And after I said that, she kind of calmed down. After the show, she said to me, thank you so much. I didn't know that so much went into it. I looked great. And then she shared that with a lot of community people here. And that was a great turnout. But yeah, sometimes you're going to get some resistance because people don't like to be told what to do. They really don't. As nice as you can put it, they just don't like being told what to do.
Like the pesky fly, like Carlos said. Remember the fly?
Oh my gosh, right. That was an uninvited guest,
The uninvited guest.
He got owned. He got owned with many things.
He made me buy the bug assault.
He did. You guys should have seen Fulgence. Like, he was around the house just like hitting this thing.
And then it's funny. And then Keith did an entire video and added me as a cameo in the end and everything. It was funny. Hello, Oscar. Oscar is on the Facebook side.
Hola, Oscar.
Hola, Oscar.
Hola, Oscar. So yeah, so you guys give me one extra thing to add to the scrolling ticker and see if I can do it on the fly with you guys asking me something.
On the fly.
On the fly. On the fly.
You know, I have a suggestion, right? So, maybe you know the rectangle that you added, the long one, the widget, the scrolling ticker rectangle, right? Can you duplicate that rectangle alone and make it a different color, and then just like maybe drop it underneath to add like a little accent?
Would it say something?
No, it would just be like
Or would it be just
there's like
plain? Just a
and then
plain
like
thing.
a underline, underlining to
All right,
the
slow the
scrolling
ticker
ticker.
down. Someone slow the ticker down very slow. Like like look at how slow it is. Let me show you guys. Look, it's almost touching
Yeah,
the
that's
turtle. So
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
add it. No, G Albert's asking to slow it down a little bit more. So let me see what you mean, G Albert. If
let's
that's
see.
slow.
Yeah, that looks good too. That looks good too.
There it is. Slow it down. Okay. So that was one. All right. You are thank you, Carlos. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so anything else that we would like to add to this?
Yeah, that was Money's suggestion. Like, we could add some type of underline to it
All
where
right, so let me open it again. And then I'm just going to,
can it stretch?
well, let's see.
That's so interesting, like that it did it that way. Oh, falls like 2-minute warning.
It's like, yeah. Okay, so I am going to, I know, like yesterday, Fulgence, if I try
That
making
jump
it
down time.
shorter, yeah, try making it shorter is going to misbehave. So what I'm going to do, what color do you want it?
Maybe make it the same color as the accent color, the gold, right? And that will go underneath, just to see what it looks like.
Underneath it.
Right. So basically, this is going underneath the entire scrolling ticker to give it like a line, right?
Yeah. But I'm actually going to put it here and then scroll it down so that you can see it.
Nudging. It's a little concentration going on there.
I'm like, shoot. Wait. I'm going to have to turn the other one off so that I can bring this down. Maybe there. Let's see.
We'll have a lunch break and come back for part 2 of Anna and the ticker. Right. So yes. So basically, like how you have it, but somebody could add it because I meant to put it on the bottom, but exactly something like that, right? So if people want to add some extra flair to your scrolling ticker, you can do stuff like that, and have the line go all the way across. Yes.
Some extra flair. Yes, you
Extra
guys.
flair.
So look at this. Okay, so this is great. You guys learn how to make the scrolling ticker and hook it up. I am a proud mother of the scrolling ticker.
Hold on. Where's the level up? I have a level up. The level up sound for you. There you go.
Aw, nice. Okay, we should add like also an animation to that. Okay, thank you, Paul Duncan. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, Carlos. So like, you could implement the same thing and just have it going all the way across, and the line will go all the way across. But it's probably, I think that one is being a little sticky, right?
Yeah, it is.
Being
Let's
a little
see.
sticky.
Let's see if it's yeah. Is it gonna get bigger?
It's probably gonna be the ones like where a good practice, and I learned this from you, Miss Hill, is you type whatever rectangle, and then you type like dash 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 or underscore 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 to give it some room, like room in your coffee, right? So you could stretch it out. That's
So
that's a little hack.
you guys, so Fulgence just learned that because he turned into a coffee person.
Because I'm not an avid coffee drinker, so I don't know those terminologies. Room.
So you know how when you go to the coffee shop, right, and they say, would you like some room? And like, if you want to add oat milk or half and half, and then Fulgence didn't know that. So I went in there and I was like, okay, yeah, a little bit of room. And Fulgence is like, what is that for? And I was like, oh. So cute. All right, so here I added it real quick for you, Carlos, but you can
Right.
finesse
And
it.
then, yeah, finesse, nudge it down, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. There, without and
Well,
without. Yeah.
okay. Now you're messing with my OCD. Please center that.
No, no, no. I'm taking it off because we're not spending time on this. We're just giving you guys. So
Yeah,
here's
leave it like this.
right. So here, funny. So here's your assignment, right? Play with scrolling ticker and upload it to play with it and let us see it in the community because we want to see what you guys are doing. If what you are learning here, right, you can apply it and then we can learn some things because sometimes not sometimes, a lot of times we learn from you. So the feature request that was submitted on the beta group, that's why we say, okay, this actually can be done inside of Ecamm. We just need to have some extra steps, and not really extra steps because we already do that. We just have multiple scenes, right? So this time it's just like you add it to the overlays panel, and then that way you click it down. So it's like automated scenes, but manually.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Michael Jackson. And so Michael, when you do your scrolling ticker, make sure it shows 80 degrees in there. And put the beach emoji, like there's like a little palm tree.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you know what? I'm gonna take this challenge myself. I'm not sure when because next week, you guys, we're gonna be with Adrian in the community, and we're going to be doing a lot. I have a speaking engagement I have to go to, and then we have to get ready for San Diego. So, but I'm gonna try doing this, and I'm gonna show you guys what I was meaning to say about the ticker at the bottom. It's not gonna be scrolling. It's gonna be a static sticker, and then it's gonna ticker, and then it's gonna have all the weather at the bottom. So it will be sunny or cloudy or icy or whatever it is, and then that way you keep it there, and it looks really really cool. But.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson has just the best number. Okay.
Michael is sending the 20-degree weather. Wait, Anna's sending the 20-degree weather to you.
Minus 20 is great. That would be a great temperature though, minus 20 for you. But yeah, so that's basically it, you guys, for just show us what you can do with your scrolling ticker. And Samantha, I'm calling you out. I still want to see your countdown. And I still want to, and then if you want to do the scrolling ticker. And you can also do scrolling tickers in your rating screen. That's right? It can be
tongue twister challenge for you. Say scrolling ticker really fast.
Do it, Fulgence. Do it. Let's close with that.
I could do it.
Do it.
Scrolling ticker. But I know you like to say scrolling sticker, so it's gonna stick.
All right, everybody. I have to go get ready for my next meeting. It was awesome. Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking with us while this technical difficulty. You like that for the technical difficulties, but we're here and we had a great time. You guys are awesome. Yes,
we did.
So Fulgence over there with some Ecamm and Uscreen swag, and I'm over here with my son wants to take this cup from me. Right? He's like, "Oh, that's the coolest cup ever. You want to take it?" I'm like, "This is my cup. Do not touch. No se toca."
No se toca. Sylvia will be making an Fulgence sticker pack.
Oh my god! All right, everybody, have an amazing rest of your Friday and a nice and safe weekend. And we will see you on ENN on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Just in case, my name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fulgence Henry.
And let's see if we can play again that waiting screen. Let's see if we can do this right here.